Have you ever listened to Japanese and just completely shut down? Like your brain just stopped working and you feel like it's impossible to understand. And here are the things, it's not your fault. Now actually, there is a reason for it. Your brain goes through the 3 stages when it's learning to listen to a new languages, and almost nobody explained this. So by the end of this video, you will know exactly why you cannot understand Japanese and how to fix it. Let's get started. So this is not just something I made up from teaching. Languages researchers actually stopped learners in the middle of listening and asked them what they were thinking right at the moment. And they found the same pattern again and again. So basically, when we are listening, our brain goes through the 3 stages: catching the sound, finding the word, and getting the meaning. Let's go through each one and I will explain why Japanese makes each stage extra hard. Stage 1 is just the simplest one. Your brain isn't even trying to understand meaning yet. It's just trying to figure out where one word ends and the next one starts. And here is something that surprised a lot of Japanese learners. In Japanese, there are not really like gaps between the words. In English, there's often a tiny pause between the words. In Japanese, it just flows like one long stream of sound. So when Japanese learners tell me like Japanese people talk so fast, and I always say, that's true, but it's not about the speed. It's that your brain hasn't learned how to break the sound into the pieces yet. And your question is, how do you actually fix this? And there is a technique called shadowing, and it's perfect for the stage 1. So here is how it works. You take a short clip of natural Japanese, just a few seconds, and you repeat it out loud almost at the same time you hear it. The point is not after. At the same time, you are not trying to understand the meaning yet. You are just copying the sound, the rhythm, the up and down of the voice, and like you are becoming the mirror. Do this with the same short clip a few times and something interesting happens. Your mouth and your ears start learning where one word actually ends and the next one begins. So here is something that a lot of people don't realize. Every language is actually uses a slightly different set of the mouth muscles. The Japanese use a muscle that you probably do not use much when you speak English. So your mouth generally need a training, like actually like workout, muscle training. That's why shadowing works so well for this stage. It trains your ear and your muscle at the same time. Also, I'm doing a free newsletter to help you guys to actually speak Japanese. So if you are interested, there's a link in the description. So please check it out. So stage 2 is when your brain now can hear the pieces, but it doesn't know yet if that piece is a word it actually knows. And to be honest, this is the most frustrating stage, and I want you to really hear this. That feeling of this sounds familiar, but I cannot remember what it means. That is not failure. That is actually progress. You have gone from hearing a noise to almost recognizing a word. But here is what makes this stage extra hard in Japanese speech. The exact same sound can mean completely different things depending on how high or low your voice goes. So for example, like hashi is bridge, hashi is chopstick, and hashi is edge. I know it sounds really like frustrating, but yeah, the same sound, different pitch, and different meaning. The most learners' ears are not trying to notice that difference at all. So even the word you know can get mixed up in your head. So your question is how to fix this problem. The simplest fix is repetition, but done the right way. Pick one short clip, maybe like 30 seconds to a minute long. Listen to it several times in a row. The first time you might only catch a couple words. The second time, a few more. By the 5th or 6th times, you will start noticing a word you completely missed at the beginning. This works because your brain isn't finding brand new information every single time. It's getting more chances to match a sound you have already heard to a word you actually know. To be honest, staying with the same short clip for a while is a faster way through this stage. So stage 3 is when your brain finally put the word together into one idea. It uses the situation you are in and what was just said to help make sense of everything. And this is when listening finally feels like understanding instead of just working things out. But here is something you should know. In Japanese, people often leave out the subject of the sentence completely. So words like I, she, he, we are often just not said because the situation is supposed to make it clear. So even after you recognize every single word, you still can lose the track of main part of conversation like who did what to whom. That's not you being slow. That's generally one of the harder part of Japanese, even for advanced learners. So your question is how to fix this problem. So my recommendation is look for Japanese content made for learners, but not like a video for the kid. I mean like real natural Japanese, spoken at the normal pace, and a topic simple enough that you can follow who is talking and what is happening even if you miss a few words. And here is the difference. The native speed news or dramas assume you already understand everything. If you get lost, there's nothing to help you to catch up. But on the other hand, content made for learners still use the real Japanese. It's just chosen and explained in a way that give your brain something to grab onto, like clear topic, everyday situation, or a bit of extra content. My opinion is start there. Do not start with like native news or any crazy drama or anything. So once you feel like it's easy, you can move on to the next stage, like a drama or anime that Japanese people actually watch. And here's the part I really want you to remember. So if you have ever felt embarrassed because you cannot understand any Japanese, or you only can understand like kids animation or kids content, it's okay. You are not behind. When you study second languages, we all experience the same stage. And to be honest, that's exactly where you are supposed to start. So please ask yourself, which stage you are right now? If everything doesn't make any sense, you are in the stage 1, so go practice shadowing. If the words sound familiar but you cannot catch the meaning right after, you are in the stage 2. So pick one short clip and listen it again and again. You recognize the word but still lose the meaning, you are in the stage 3. So find the content made for learner and listen again and again, and after that, move on to the native content. So next time when you listen Japanese and if you feel like it's impossible, it's okay. You are not behind. You are just in the stage 1. Everyone has own pace. So do not compare your day 1 to everyone's like day 1000 or something. Again, learning new languages is a marathon, not a sprint. Anyway, I'm the guy yaps about anything about Japanese languages or Japanese culture. So if you like it, please subscribe and see you on the next week.